Hi kids, hope you're well and welcome to another one of Emma's Snippets. Now today I thought I'd talk to you about laddering. I had a client yesterday and I was working with her on her resilience ladder and I thought, you know what, it's probably about time I did a video on this. I also did some slides on it for the charity Lionheart, so a bit out there about it already, but I thought I'd give you a quick run through. So what is laddering or the resilience ladder? So basically, the resilience ladder is a set of rungs and each one is a show or a tell that you're approaching either overwhelm, exhaustion or burnout, okay? And generally speaking, they're very, very personal. Everyone's individual to you. And generally speaking, what happens is we don't notice that we're on the ladder till we're a few rungs up. And then we look back and in hindsight, the other ones were there too. So just to give you an example, with me personally, I have the early stage shows like not eating properly, too much time on my phone, too much time watching Netflix, not being able to focus, not really wanting to get out and move my body, that sort of thing. But I don't tend to notice that. The thing I notice is when either I don't want to read a book, I just pick up a book and I look at it and I'm like, I can't face this. My undergrad was in English literature, like I'm pretty fanatical about fiction. And if I'm like, I can't face it. Or the other one is if I can't face listening to music. So if I'm going for a walk or I'm doing housework or something like that and I don't want to put on a record or Spotify or the radio, that's when I think, if music is irritating me, there's something wrong. The last rung on my ladder, and this is the biggest one of all for me, when I'm really bad, I get really paranoid. I start thinking no one likes me, no one's interested in me, people are talking about me, look at how they looked at me, I wonder what they're thinking about me. And I know that's in my head. I know it's in my head, but just because I know it's in my head doesn't mean I don't feel it, and it starts getting too much for me. When I feel any of those three things, reading, music, or paranoid, and I stop and I look back, I can see the other things in hindsight. Do you know what? I haven't been sleeping that well. I have just completely binged all of season 6 of Married at First Sight Australia or something, which is generally not my sort of TV, but once I'm hooked, I'm hooked. I haven't really eaten much fruit and vegetables. I've eaten a lot of beige lately, and I haven't really left the flat in 3 days apart from when I popped to the shops to buy some milk. So all of a sudden in hindsight, it starts making sense. So I'm on this ladder of overwhelm. And if it's like 0 to 10, 10 is proper burnout. Overwhelm's probably a 7 or 8. It's not all the way to the top. Overwhelm can hit you quite far before burnout, which is why you should listen to it, because there's a dodgy slope from that point. But if you think about that and start giving yourself some thought, what are your unique shows? What are your unique runs on your ladder? And, the early ones are important, but the ones you really need to think about are the ones that generally catch your attention, and then the rest come in hindsight. Once you've got that ladder and you've noted it out, the next thing you want to do, especially if you're in a good place, because this is quite hard to do when you're feeling tired or exhausted or, overwhelmed, is to come up with a toolkit, whether that be an action or an attitude for each one that balances it out. And remember, with habits, you can't just ignore them and push them to the side, right? You have to replace one with another. Otherwise, you just leave a gaping hole and your mind goes straight back there. So, for instance, with me, when I realise in hindsight, I haven't left the flat in like 3 or 4 days, do I want to go to the gym? No, I do not want to go to the gym. I don't want to move. I feel lethargic and fed up and tired, and my brain is going a million mile an hour and my body's barely moving at all. I have to trick myself. And I know I'm doing it, but basically I say, I'm not going to go to the gym. I'm not going to go to the gym, but I am going to put my gym stuff on because that makes me feel a little bit like I've made an effort. Sorted, put it on. I'm not going to go to the gym, but I've got my gym stuff on. I think I'll go for a little wander. Just get out, fresh air. And then people see me in the gym and it's a bit fake, but it's fine. It's something. I get outside. Do you know what? I'm not going to go to the gym, but I'm going to walk to the gym because it's a decent walk. And then I know I've got enough exercise. My Fitbit will show my steps and I'll feel better about things then I can come home. Excellent. Get to the gym. I'm not going to do a workout, but seeing as I'm here, I'm going to go through the doors because then my app will show I've been to the gym and I've cheated the app, and that's a win. Get inside. I'm not going to do a full workout, but seeing as I'm here, I'm going to go and just do a couple of sets on the machine that I really like. It's nice and easy. Like I like the ones where you push your legs. That one. Easy, doesn't make me sweat, put my music on, fine. And then I'm like, well, I'm here. I might as well do 20 minutes. I might as well do 20 minutes. I know I feel better. And then I go home. Now, I know I've tricked myself there, But if I didn't do that, I wouldn't go. So that's in my toolkit as an action that I know works for me. When I get to the stage where I can't face listening to music, I need some mega endorphins and I need to move my body. That's in my toolkit. So give it some thought. What are your telltale signs? Where are they on your ladder? What do you spot? What do you need other people to spot? And don't be afraid to bring in loved ones. If there's somebody who says to you, you're doing that thing again, and you trust them, yeah, and you're not going to rip their head off, or if you do, you apologise straight away, bring them in. And then what are the ones in hindsight? Then what are your tools and actions that you can keep that allow you to have resilience in that moment? And sometimes it's doing something, sometimes it's doing nothing, and only you know the difference between when you need to push and when you need to stop. Something to bear in mind. Now, hopefully that clears it up a bit, gives you a little something to work with. I do quite a lot of this with my clients. So if it's something you want to talk about, you want to explore what your ladder is, what your rungs look like, and what your toolkit might feature, give me a shout. Always happy to help. All right, kids, that's it for now. Snippy out. Bye.